Hey guys, Valtorious still woken here. So, for today's what if video, we're gonna be talking about the whole God tree and Kaguya and all that wonderful stuff. Now, what if let's just say she didn't fall down to the sky like this was some fucking Superman type shit where she falls down and the Kent is like, oh, what is this? A beautiful baby. What is this? Oh, a baby's inside. We shall raise one. None of that nonsense. But what if nobody touched the God tree, right? And let's just say that the God tree was just sitting there for like, I guess, years and years and years and stuff, right? Now I would have said that since she would have never like crash landed onto Earth, so that means Hagoromo and Harama would have been born. Thus, there probably wouldn't have been no Senju clan and no Uchiha clan. But let's just say, for the sake of the video, that eventually they would have came about, but everything would have been different. Like, obviously, killing and wars and all that stuff would have happened, but there would have been no chakra or no ninjutsu or any of that type of stuff, right? So let's just say that Hashirama and Madara, they would have fought, but both sides would have lost like casualties and stuff. Now, mind you, this is basically like like I said, there's no ninjutsu and stuff, so this is just classic old school ninja type shit. So shuriken, swords, the paper bombs can still stay there, and the traps and stuff that I like can still stay there. So we're gonna say that they was actually like clashing and stuff. Now, to a point, I would have said they would have kind of like came to like an agreement and stuff, and they would have probably like found the Kahona, the Hidden Leaf Village, and all the other villages still would have happened, but it would have been different because they would have had to like squash they petty beefs and stuff. And also, I would have said that during that time they both would have died like at earlier times and stuff. Like Madara would have never lived way past his expiration date, and Hashirama, he wouldn't have like those special cells in him that would have been able to heal people, prevent them from dying, all that stuff. That it just would have been basic ninja stuff. So I would have said leading down to probably like later on in the show, like Minato, Danzo, all of that stuff. Now here's the thing. Before I get to that, Itachi and him murdering the entirety of his clan, I would say that it's a possibility that it probably would have still happened, because due to the fact that I would say that the Uchiha clan, when it came to like skill and stuff, I think that still probably would have been a problematic towards Danzo. Now, the killing of the entire clan probably would have been hard on Itachi, to just run around and killing like the entire clan. But then again, I would probably say no, because again, he had the whole Sharingan, and he was, again, there's no ninjutsu, so it would be kind of hard to just come up in there, kill them one by one, they all screaming and shit, but I think that still probably would be like a problematic type thing on him and stuff. Nine-tailed fox, all that stuff, like I said before, that never would have happened. So Naruto would have had like probably like a decent life. Yeah, I think he probably would have had like a decent life where he would have had both his parents and stuff, and just working on to become like a great ninja, and to eventually to become Hokage like his father and stuff. So that still would have happened. The rivalry between Naruto and Sasuke, I believe that still would have happened, despite maybe Itachi being in the village or not. Yeah, I say that. Like, Itachi probably still would have been in the village, because I don't think the massacre would have happened. It was just that the Danzo stuff, because he was afraid of the ocular jutsus and the powers that they had, that it scared him shitless, and he was like, I fear that one day they're gonna rise up, and we're gonna have to fight them, and we're gonna lose and stuff. So that probably would have not happened at all. Yeah, Team 7 still would have happened, but I'm telling you, man, this stuff would have been really basic. So you gotta like think of this as I think Marvel's like what ifs, you know, where you had like when the Hulk became no, actually, yeah, when Bruce Banner got hit with all those gamma radiations, basically I think he was one big cancer. I believe Jean Grey, I think she was a prostitute. Charles Xavier had, I think, a huge headache or something, or mental problems. Daredevil, I believe, was blind and he didn't have like those crazy powers. But you know, that's how I would see this, as that and stuff, because it's like, you know, Tsunade would have been an old woman, right? She probably, like I say, she probably would have, yeah, she would have been like a very old woman, like the jutsus and the whatever stuff that she had, where she was able to keep her youth. That would have never happened. Orochimaru, I would say that Orochimaru just would have been Orochimaru. Like, he just probably would have just had this weird looking body, and he would have died. Like, because his whole ordeal was crazy. Like, he had to, like, at a time, yeah, he was looking for Itachi. He was like, oh man, your body looks so good and it's so fine, and damn, the ocular juices that you got, what is that, the Sharingan? Let me get that shit. But then when Itachi was like, hold up, motherfucker, you ain't touching me, get off of me. And then he was like, oh shit, back away, Junior, back two steps, you know. So I would say that he probably would have just been that weird guy doing experiments and stuff to try to find something, but that's probably would have been it for him. He just would have been like a mad scientist doing weird experiments on people and stuff. He would have left the village and stuff due to the stuff that he was doing. Third Hokage still would have been around. Now I would say the fourth Great Ninja War probably wouldn't have happened and stuff, because again, there was no Madara, and Obito, he would have died a long time ago, so there wouldn't have been no Kanami Bridge. Well, there would have been no Madara to pick him up, you know, due to the whole ordeal at Kanami Bridge. So that never would have happened. So he would have died a long time ago. Kakashi still would have had, I guess, some sort of guilt, because due to the fact that he had to kill Rin. Now, that part, I would say, I probably would say that both of them would have died. At that time, I think Kakashi they probably wouldn't have been Team 7, but they would have been Team 7, but it would have been not with Kakashi. Probably would have been probably somebody else who probably would have taken over the role of being Kakashi's replacement. Maybe what was his name? I'm gonna put his name in a video, because I kind of forgot his name at the moment. He was another dude that did wood style type of jutsu, and he also had Hashirama cells in him. I forgot his name, but I put his name in a video and stuff. But I think he would have been their Team 7, you know, because I felt like Kakashi and Rin would have died at the time, because, you know, the hit and miss ninjas was there, and once again, there's no Obito. I mean, there's no Obito. There's none of that stuff. But yeah, I think that's exactly probably would have happened and stuff. Like, I don't think that would have happened. You know, I don't think that would have happened at all, because again, no Obito, you know, none of that stuff. Well, I probably would have said, like, if they would have any like fourth Great Ninja War or any of that type of stuff, maybe it would have had to do with like other rival villages and stuff. So it probably would have been like, oh, you got a couple of other villages that don't like these other villages and stuff, so you probably would have had like some of them working together, like maybe the Hidden well, I wouldn't say mist, but like the Sand Village, the Hidden Rain Village. Yeah, not them, because they was like a whole big mystery. Like, I would still say like that would be like a hollow type of place, because where all of the assassins and killers would be at. Like, because remember when Pain was over there, it just felt dead. Like, everybody was like, nah, I'm not talking to nobody over there, you know. But yeah, I think it probably would have been something like that, like other villages going up against other villages and stuff. I don't think it would have been any of those scenarios where you would have had to choose between, oh, who's going up against who, and we all need this type of group to go up against that type of group. No, it wouldn't have been like the whole Shinobi alliance with what we've seen in the show. Nah, it wouldn't have been like that. It probably would have been like maybe 3 villages versus another 3, you know, and everybody has to get together and stuff. Cause again, there was no Tail Beast, there was none of that stuff. There was just like one whole open big war and stuff. Cause I don't think they would have been able to solve their problems. The feudal lords would have still been profiting off of wars, and yeah, I think that's probably how much it would have been. You know, it wouldn't have been any of that stuff. It just would have been a whole basic thing. Naruto's goal to try to become Hokage and to change things, I think that still would have happened. Sasuke's goal probably probably wanted to be like his brother, because at the time Itachi did want to become Hokage too, so I would have said that too, like probably like Itachi and Sasuke, Naruto, you know, all 3 of them. I think they probably would have done some good in the village, and Shisui too. You know, I think they all would have done like some sort of good in the village and stuff. Even though the war would have been murder, like I don't even know who would have like lived or died and stuff. Because again, think of it, a world without ninjutsu and stuff. Because the whole point of Naruto is when you watch the show, like the first time when I've watched it, I was like, oh, okay, you know, what is this? Like, it had like ninja stuff, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. Like, they doing ninjutsus, they doing all types of stuff, and I was like, yeah, this is good. But you know, somewhere along the line, they kind of like fell off, because it was like, okay, it's starting to look like a little bit like Dragon Ball Z. Then it was looking like some other types of things. I'm like, yo, hold up here, this is, I don't know, it kind of fell off to a certain point, and then that's when aliens came into being, and I was like, I don't know, y'all. I don't know. But yeah, just imagine like this entire world, no ninjutsus, you know, just basic ninja stuff, like shurikens, like the swords, the traps, the paper bombs, you know, that stuff, that type of stuff, I think would have been, you know, a thing and stuff. But I don't know, I might make a part 2. I don't know. But yeah, if you like what you heard, you like, you know, please subscribe, share, you know, do all that wonderful stuff, and I'll catch you later.